Hey guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is the mid-month check-in, starting with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of October 2023. All right, messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So, I feel like there is a need to communicate. I feel like either you are thinking about someone or someone's been thinking about you. Could be dealing with an earth sign. I also feel that maybe there's going to be some sort of clarity in regards to a situation, which is what you wanted. So there may have been some sort of confusion in the past, and now I feel like you can make some sort of decision, or at least now you have some sort of understanding of a situation. Now, is still some kind of anxiety around this person, some sort of emotional anxiety. I feel like somebody is dealing with trust issues and wants to know if somebody's telling the truth. Even if somebody is telling the truth, I feel that maybe this person is having a hard time believing it. So I don't know who it is that is having doubts. It could be you, it could be your person, but I feel like somebody still doesn't quite believe something, and that is likely due to disappointments in the past and things that this person has experienced in the past. And, I feel like there's still some sort of emotional wounds going on with this person. I think somebody is also wanting to know if there is like another person involved, if there's like some sort of third party situation. And it does almost look like maybe somebody is coming clean about it. Like, okay, yes, we did do this, that was in the past, or, this is my friend and they still have feelings for me. I feel like you are needing to have some sort of awkward or uncomfortable conversation. This is unusual for like a love situation. There could be some things going on where you're being challenged in regards to your traditional beliefs. Maybe you kind of feel like, oh, this is what I feared. I didn't want to believe that this person was dealing with another person, or that I would get involved with somebody who was into polyamory, or, like something's going on where I do feel like you're being challenged. And I feel like maybe you're questioning whether or not you can deal with this type of situation. Now, if it's not necessarily like something romantic, or like it's more so like your partner has a close friend, and just knowing that they're always going to be in the picture, I feel like that is something that you could be struggling with, because there's another party involved in your relationship, whether it's romantic or somebody's friendship. Maybe you're the one with this situation. You're the one that has like another person, or just a close friend, or somebody who is coming off as another entity in a relationship. You also may have stopped dealing with somebody for a situation similar to this in the past. And you might be wondering why you keep attracting these type of relationships. I feel like you're needing to look and see where Scorpio is at in your birth chart, Pisces and Taurus. Maybe even Capricorn too, but I feel like depending on those houses is giving like some sort of clues in regards to why you keep attracting certain type of people, or relationships rather. You might have something unusual Usually too, if you have Uranus in the 7th house, Aquarius, or what do you call it? North Node in the 7th house, it can create situations where, you know, you're attracting unusual relationships, open relationships, third-party relationships, poly, you know, it could be something like that. And then I feel like whatever it is that somebody has to say, like they're nervous about it, but they're going to share it. Now, some things may have already been revealed to you during a dream, and I feel like it's going to be confirmed. One other thing I'm getting is that you might find yourself attracted to somebody who you don't want to be attracted to for whatever reason. I feel like you're afraid to have feelings for this person or afraid to think about this person in that type of light, but it's happening. It might especially be somebody that you're supposed to look up to or respect. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the remainder of October 2023. Okay, you have the Ten of Swords, overall energy, the Four of Cups. Okay, so you are coming off as, you know, wanting to be guarded or isolated. I feel like you're not really wanting to be bothered right now. I feel like there's no communication. Something has stopped or ended. If you were dealing with someone, I feel like this person has retreated now. They're not interested. If this is your energy, I feel like you're bored with the offers coming in. I feel like just you're emotionally unavailable at the time. Spirit also may be trying to get your attention or trying to show you something, but you're not paying attention, or you just refuse to. Could just be stubborn. Someone's definitely guarded and defensive at the moment. I feel like maybe if you're the one that's guarded, you know, it just could be trust issues. Maybe someone broke your trust. Definitely seems like you are setting boundaries for yourself. I feel like there's healing taking place. Somebody is like needing to continue to heal before moving forward. Yeah. You're definitely likely releasing, cutting ties with people, and cleansing and just allowing yourself to be purified. I feel like you're trying to practice some sort of self-love. You also might be wishing someone well, like, I wish you well, but, you know, and I'll pray for you, but I don't want this, or I don't need this right now. It also could be reversed. This is what's happening to you. Like somebody does not want to be, you know, bothered, or they don't want a relationship, but they wish you well and they're praying for you. You might find yourself expressing yourself through social media as a way to heal. Maybe it's therapeutic to openly discuss personal things. Especially, you know, things that's been weighing heavily on you. Even if you are normally a private person about your love life, it seems like maybe it is helping in some way for you to just like share information. And look, yeah, it does look like people are following you and people are relating to you and feeling encouraged and wanting to share their stories too. So in a way, it's like you're doing some sort of healing, or you're doing some sort of light work. this is how you heal yourself, by releasing publicly, you know, certain things that have happened to you. I feel like it's publicly. It could be that you're sharing it with, you know, friends or family, but I really feel like this is more so like on a bigger platform, like you're on your soapbox and you're able to just like vent and talk about how you came through a certain situation or what your intentions are moving forward. You know, I just feel like you're kind of airing your own dirty laundry, but it's with intention to heal. And I feel like you're also going to be surprised that people support you. You know, people are being very supportive of what you have to say. Like I said, it's just being relatable to people. You also may be making intentions to relocate. You also might decide that if you have been bottled up for a long time emotionally, that maybe you feel like going on some sort of a dating app now. Like you seem like you might be ready. So you might, if you've already been healing for a while, something could happen where you're like, okay, like I'm ready to receive love and give love, but with boundaries, you know. You can love somebody unconditionally, but not to the point where, you know, you just don't care about yourself. So I kind of feel like you're putting some sort of boundaries in place. And if you are ready to date, this is about you kind of like testing the waters and just kind of seeing what's out there. And it does look like you're using some sort of social media or some sort of public platform to find your person. And something also could start off long distance. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of October 2023. All right, you have death, overall energy, justice. So I feel like if you were in a relationship, like that relationship has ended or is coming to an end, I feel that some sort of karmic obligation has been fulfilled. You're done with it. It's time for you guys to part ways. Yeah, if you were married, you might decide that you're ready to file for divorce. I feel like you're doing anything to sustain peace in your life. And if that means like cutting ties with people, then so be it. Now, on the flip side, if you are single, it could be that you are ending that lifestyle. You're no longer going to be single. You are about to enter a relationship with somebody who's going to change your life. It could be a Scorpio. It also could be Libra as well. But it seems like whatever is going on, I feel like there's some sort of frustration or tension that you're dealing with. Also, whoever is coming towards you is something about them is dark natured, or very mysterious. This person might like to wear black all the time. They could be into like occultish things. Their style could be like I said, dark. Like they might be into you know, like goth-like clothing or style. Also, whoever's coming towards you may be coming out of some sort of breakup, or maybe they're going through some sort of a mourning. Maybe something just ended. It could be that this person is going through some sort of major transformation, and they kind of like find their way to you. I feel like either way you're going to be kind of at peace, or something's making you kind of happy. Now, I don't get a relationship taking off right away. I feel like something is a bit of a struggle. It might be some sort of start-stop energy with this relationship. But I definitely feel like this is for many of you coming out of relationships. This is about leaving behind, you know, old baggage, getting out of your comfort zone, finally being comfortable being single, feeling confident, and having like a peace of mind. I feel like you really feel like at ease. You're like, finally, you know, I have some time alone. I could think for myself. I can, you know, do what I want. Like something's going on where it just seems like you just feel like you have freedom. It's also possible that you could hear the news of someone who's broken up. Yeah, it's possible that you might hear news of someone who's broken up, and that might also make you kind of glad. You're like, oh, they're not together anymore. Okay, you know, well, I'll be on my way, you know, or maybe somebody is glad to find out that you're single or broken up with somebody because they're gonna, you know, come towards you. Somebody is also just feeling very comfortable in their own skin. I kind of feel like somebody is just like, okay, finally I could be comfortable, or I could be myself. You're definitely enjoying some sort of me time before you enter any relationship. You may have recently ended things with a fire sign, or the person coming towards you may have just ended something with a fire sign. Yeah, I almost feel like somebody is like listening to Tony, 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 It Feels Good. I don't know, I just kind of feel like somebody is talking about their freedom though, and their peace. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, you have the World, overall energy, Queen of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you guys are also like closing some sort of chapter in your life. Maybe you're starting over, starting fresh, but you also may be getting ready to travel, especially if you're in a long distance relationship. Maybe you're planning on meeting up with a fire sign. But I feel like you're kind of blocking somebody. I feel like you're moving on. Yeah, you're blocking somebody. I feel like you're no longer interested in maybe this fire energy. If they're not a fire sign, this is somebody who's just very assertive, independent, could be bossy. This could be someone who is an entrepreneur. They might be witchy or have like witchy-like behavior. But I feel like there is blockage, and people are also playing mind games with each other. I feel like you don't have time for confusion, and maybe someone just keeps playing mind games or sends mixed signals. Somebody is very hard to read. I feel like you just want to keep your distance. You're like, I don't want to deal with that. this person is too chaotic or comes with too much drama. This also could be a situation where your relationship is fine, but there is somebody's ex, either your ex or your partner's ex, trying to incite drama, and this person is being blocked or cut off. But either way, I feel like you are just not in the mood for any foolishness, and you also could be doing things to heal. Spiritually, I feel like somebody is trying to creep into your energy. Maybe someone is doing some sort of spell work, especially like sex magic. Or maybe someone's trying to manifest you. You can probably feel somebody trying to siphon your energy, and you might be trying to block that. You might be doing protection spells. In fact, you might need to do protection spells. Somebody could be sending you the evil eye, or just sending just ill energy towards you. I'm getting something about an earth sign too, but it could be that somebody is trying to resolve a situation with an earth sign. I feel like there is just some sort of emotional blockage too. There seems to be an air sign in the picture as well, but I'm trying to see what's going on with this air sign. I kind of feel like the air sign was trying to tell you something, but you aren't listening, or you don't want to hear what the air sign has to say. I don't know if it's a love interest or a friend or a family member. Also, if you're single, I just feel like you aren't really interested. You have options, but you're not really interested in any of these people. I feel like you're just going to patiently wait for the right person. You might be like, this person's not it. This person's not it. Nope. And basically just be going off your checklist and crossing people out. Yeah. I feel like you're choosing to just like, you'd rather be alone than to be with the wrong person at this time. You're okay if you don't have to be single. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, you have Justice, overall energy, 6 of Wands. So I feel like you guys are all about peace and balance. There's a strong possibility that you could be getting a lot of attention from people. Maybe someone is stroking your ego. If it's not more than one person, it might just be one person in particular that is really, singing your praises or has you on a pedestal. You yourself seem to be pretty confident. I feel like there's also this debate, or you're going back and forth, either with the options that you have. If you're in a relationship, it's something that you're debating about. I feel like you and your partner are being supportive with each other, though, if you're in a relationship. But you guys are also possibly needing to come to some sort of an agreement about something. I feel like you are going to manifest your desires. You're going to have what you want. You seem to be taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. But there's also the energy of somebody who wants to spoil you or take care of you. There is a possibility of some sort of differences between you and a love interest, especially an age gap. They might be viewing you as a more mature person, or that's what they're looking for. I feel like you're going to feel beautiful and adorned. So this is giving more dating energy, flirting, and having fun. I feel like maybe something starts off as kind of surface and not too serious. It's like, okay, let's just agree to do this. Like, are we in agreement? This is just for fun. We're friends with benefits. Okay. So you could be just doing something like that. Now, it is possible that it could evolve to something more serious. But I feel like you are more about having fun and flirting. There's a lot of flirting and having fun. There could be several love interests, but the ones standing out so far are Earth and air, especially Libra. Now, you also could agree to be involved in a situation where you know there's other people involved, or maybe you're the one letting somebody know, like, hey, like, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm also dealing with this person. So if you're okay with that, then we're cool. You know, so I kind of feel like either way, people are in some sort of mutual agreement to have fun. This is what everybody wants. I feel like somebody's also been thinking about how they wanted to approach you, or been trying to figure out what they're going to say to you. Like, somebody has put like a lot of serious thought. I feel like somebody has been very analytical about what it is that they're wanting or what they're looking for, wanting to make sure that if they do enter something with you, that they don't waste their time. This can also be how you are feeling. You're like, you've been thinking about somebody and you're like, I want to make sure I'm not going to waste my time dealing with this person. But I feel like a lot of thought was put into a situation before the approach. And karmically, it does look like you have like a soul contract with these people. Like, you're in alignment with people who are in the same soul group as you. Like, you guys have a similar path, and this is why these type of people are coming into your life right now. Yeah, for the most part, I just really feel like you are wanting friends with benefits, or you are okay with open relationships, or you're just wanting to date, not take anything serious. And if you don't feel that way, then your partner might feel this way. So be prepared. But I really feel like this is a mutual agreement. Or somebody might even change your mind, because I see like somebody thinking and going back and forth, and then finally being like, okay, don't knock it until you try it type situation. So yeah. You also might agree to let somebody set you up. All right. So let's see what messages there are for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh. I need to stop anyway. Hang on one second, guys. All right, so let's move on to Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of October 2023. All right, you have the Emperor, overall energy, Two of Wands. Already, this is giving watching energy. Either you are watching someone or you're being watched. And somebody is observing, strategizing, and it's possible this person has already initiated some sort of communication or contact with you, but they're not going to do anything until they see what you do next. I feel like whoever's coming forward is just like a strategist. If you guys do link up this person, it could be power or control issues because you both are independent or both have strong personalities. It also could be that you are interested in your superior, or maybe they're interested in you. It's probably mutual. It does seem to be passionate. I feel like you want something passionate, though. Maybe that's something that's been missing for you. You could be attracting someone who's very dominating. I feel like even though this person is coming off very stern and serious, they have a sensitive side. They cover that. But I feel like you're connected to it. They also might be connected to you because they can feel some sort of emotional connection with you. Definitely seems like you have a secret admirer unless you're the one watching. Seems like there are some sort of secret or hidden plans that one of you has. I feel like someone is quietly making their intentions. Pay attention to your dreams, though, because I kind of feel like messages may be coming through to you through dreams, or any type of psychic abilities you have. Maybe you're clairvoyant, what do you call it? Clairsentient. You know, maybe you're able to just like hear certain things, and you know, this person is maybe connecting to you already. Now, I feel like there are still things that are unfolding that you're not going to know about just yet, because it all depends on people's actions. If this is a past relationship, there's a possibility that you guys are talking about resolving past issues. Yeah, you guys might be talking about working things out or getting back together, and just doing things to strengthen the foundation of the relationship. So if it's an existing relationship, I feel like you guys are trying to treat the relationship maybe like a business. If this relationship hasn't begun yet, I feel like it could start off as a professional relationship. Either you are somebody's client or vice versa, or, you know, maybe you go into maybe you work for this person. Maybe you know, purchase something from this person at the store all the time. Like I feel like it starts off as, you know, career, business, professional. This person deals with a lot of insecurities or emotional traumas. Like, I feel like it's a masculine energy that has like mommy issues. I don't know if the mother was not there enough, or if this person just never felt love from the mother or felt abandoned by the mother. Maybe someone was given up for adoption. It's also coming off as, again, a masculine energy who has this feminine person on a pedestal. They feel that this person is unattainable for whatever reason. Maybe this person feels like they can be read, or someone sees right through them and they're not used to that. They feel too exposed, too vulnerable around you if you're the one that they have on a pedestal. There could be some sort of 8th house placements or 12th house placements that cause this insecurity. Like, for instance, if your Venus or moon like falls into their 8th house or 12th house, it could be triggering. And it also indicates some sort of past life energy between the two of you. I feel like you are going to not be able to quite put your finger on it, but, you know, there's also a little bit of confusion. It's like being drawn to somebody but not really knowing why. And the both of you might bring out each other's insecurities. Even if you're both normally confident people, you just start feeling super insecure around them. I really feel like it's more so because you feel like you can be seen, or they can feel, or they know, or reading your thoughts or something like that. All right, let's see what messages there are for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of October 2023. All right, you have the Knight of Pentacles, overall energies, the Chariot. So I kind of feel like somebody is coming for you. They're moving towards you. They're very sure, or they've made up their mind that they want to be with you, or you're the person that they're focused on. I feel like somebody has tunnel vision. You're all this person can see. This also could be reversed. Maybe there's someone that you can only see. You're the only one person you're focused on. But I feel like somebody is like really coming towards you and they're determined. You also, in a sense, may be coming off guarded. Or wanting to make sure that whoever comes into your life, that you come with these type of requirements or stipulations. You're like, yeah, if you want to be with me, like, this is what I require, and I don't care if you run or not. You know, so I feel like maybe you are coming off very adamant about what you want as well. But I feel like maybe somebody is not intimidated. I feel like maybe this person's ready. Whoever is coming into your life is possibly a traveler, maybe even like a farmer. If they're not a farmer, I feel like they have land. So it could be real estate. Yeah, this person has security and they want you to be a part of their security. They want to bring you into their life. They want you to meet their family, to know their friends, their people. They're like, I got a spot for you right here. In a sense, it is kind of possessive. I don't think it's meant in a bad way, but I do feel like this person's kind of intense. It's possible this person's name could start with an M. I feel like this person has heavy eyebrows, dark hair, intense eyes, high cheekbones. I feel like you like their mouth or their lips, like something about the way their mouth is shaped. There's an attraction there. If you're already in this relationship, I feel like you guys are maybe solidifying it. Maybe you guys are talking about purchasing a home together or a vehicle. You could be dealing with trust issues. This person might be trying to gain your trust, or to show you that they're serious. I kind of feel that something is being made public, like maybe someone changes upstate their status to single to being in a relationship, or it's being known or established that, you know, you're dealing with this person. It's weird because even though I get that something is being made public, it's also something secretive about it. But you seem like you're okay with it, or you're agreeing to keep this secret. It's like, okay, I'll keep it a secret. On a downside, if you are dealing with somebody new, maybe this person's already in a relationship, but they're telling you, but not the person they're in a relationship with. They're like, do you agree to this? Basically, like, I just want to put it up front. I feel like somebody is also, and that part is not for everybody, but that is a possibility. I also feel that somebody is like low-key trying to apologize as well. You also may be doing things to intentionally sabotage the relationship, but it's more so to see if somebody's serious. Like, are you serious? Like, well, this is what I do. Or, you know, it's like you're intentionally doing things to try and make somebody leave, or to see if you can push their buttons enough. Like, what's their limit? Like, what's going to make them leave? Are they in here for the long haul? Are they going to leave the minute I do this or tell them this? So I kind of feel like somebody is putting their worst foot forward to see if you're going to stay, or you're doing this to somebody. But I feel like things work out in the end. I feel like everything's going to be in alignment, or people are just like, okay, I agree. This is our agreement. Also, depending on who you get involved with, you might have to sign some sort of non-disclosure. So this person, I don't know, maybe they're in a spotlight or in government or something of that sort. All right, let's see what messages there are for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Knight of Cups, Overall energy, Ten of Swords. So I feel like you are having to walk away from a relationship or a situation. Maybe there's no more communication. Could have just lost contact with somebody. And it seems too like you had to undergo some sort of death. Like your ego had to be shedded. And maybe you've recently adopted some sort of new beliefs. I feel like you're not the same person anymore. Somebody may have changed you, or it could be you are the transformation with these Scorpio placements. Okay, I feel like something's been happening in your sleep too, like when you dream. Maybe you've been experiencing either unusual dreams or just unusual things during sleep. Like you feel things, you can hear things during your sleep. There's a strong possibility that you're being remote viewed, but only if that person is into things like that. I feel like you go through periods of isolation, and then there are times where you just want to come out and play. Seems like you're having to put things into perspective. Your love life has been spiritual or enlightening. There's something that you might be needing to give up or sacrifice to have what you want as well. I feel like you have several suitors that could be interested in you. I feel like there's more than one person giving you attention, flirting with you. And I feel like this is more about just kind of like having fun. If somebody was shy, I feel like somebody is like now motivated and ready to like flirt. I feel like initially too, maybe you were holding a grudge with somebody, or you were being distant with somebody, and maybe you're over that now. I just feel like you've changed. Something's going on where you're just not the same person anymore. And there's a new confidence. You might even be glowing in a sense, or maybe people are like, you're glowing, you look happier. I feel like you get excited every time you hear from an earth sign. Like this person makes you happy or excited. I kind of feel like somebody might be into law enforcement, some branch of law enforcement. Could be military, but could also just be a police officer, security guard. But I feel like somebody's into law enforcement. Yeah, I feel like as a single person though, you're more so just flirting and maybe just getting to know people. But I feel like it's a big feat because I don't feel like you were open for this at first, but now you are. If you are in a relationship, I still feel like some things have changed. And, you know, your partner may be supportive of what you're doing, but something is also requiring sacrifice. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, you have the Sun, overall energy, Six of Cups. So I feel like you're going to be happy and excited about some things. You feel really close to somebody. You might feel like you found the one. You might be like, this is my person. This is my soulmate. I just met them and already I feel like I've known them forever. I told them everything. They told me everything. Like, you guys are just like really excited about this person. I feel that you're also having a sense of purpose. If you're already in a relationship, you still might be feeling renewed in some way, or maybe you just feel like you really love your partner because you feel like you can share anything with them. I feel like somebody might share a secret with you, but then ask you, of course, well, it's a secret, you know, they might share something personal with themselves and then just be like, but keep it to yourself or don't tell anybody else. Or maybe you are the one that's doing this. Now, even though I feel like there is somebody in your energy that you feel connected to, or you feel like this is your soulmate, I'm still not quite getting the energy of relationship. Maybe it's just too new, especially with, you know, High Priestess coming out. It's like, well, we don't know. I don't want to, you know, plan ahead or, you know, get too far ahead of myself, but I'm excited, you know. There could also be a fear of falling in love and losing yourself or losing your identity. You might even do something that is a little out of character because you're so excited about somebody. You also might hear news that somebody is no longer in a relationship or somebody is now available, and that makes you happy. If you are going through a breakup, you're excited about it. And you're enjoying your freedom, but I still feel like there's somebody that you kind of cross paths with, but it happens at the right time. Maybe in previous years you connected with this person, you guys are always unavailable. But now maybe something's happening where you're both available. Now, even though, you know, you might feel like you found your soulmate, eventually you still will come to find that the relationship still has its difficulties. There's still a little bit of shadow work involved. If you're in a relationship, there's a strong possibility that you cross paths with somebody that renewed your spirit and now you don't want to be in that relationship anymore. So it could have been that that person was some sort of catalyst for a change. Somebody is making you feel alive again, and it might not be your partner. Might not be. But if you're single, I just still feel like you're coming across a person or people who excite you and you just feel like it's your soulmate. It does seem like a situation becomes more possessive at some point. Somebody might have Scorpio energies, Capricorn, Aries, maybe Aquarius. You also might initially feel like you don't care. It's not that big of a deal to being obsessed and just like, "Ah, I need them, or I want more, or I need to hear from them. I can't stop thinking about them." So something goes from being detached and having freedom to possessiveness and obsessions. Something becomes really intense. I feel that someone's dark side is also going to be revealed to you, or you reveal your dark side to somebody, but it's like, where did this come from? Like, I thought you were nice or fun loving or love and light, and this person's like, no, I'm very dark. So yeah, you might see a different side to somebody as well. I don't know that you're going to be scared away or not, but yeah. All right, let's see what messages there are for, what time is it? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope I am remembering everybody today. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I knew it. I don't know why I knew this was going to be the first card out. Okay, so you have the Devil and Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like maybe you have been obsessing about something. You've been thinking about something a lot, or just putting a lot of serious thoughts into a person or your love life in general. It also seems like you've had to be very patient, and maybe you feel like you've already exhausted yourself and now all you can do is, wait for the universe to reveal whatever's going to happen. Now, this also could be that somebody is obsessing over you at the moment. But I feel like whoever is in your life, whoever's coming towards you, or whoever you're already dealing with, it does come with some sort of burden or karmic debt. Now, I forgot whose reading this came out in, but I'm getting like light and dark energies. It could be that you identify as the dark and your person is the light, and together you guys kind of like reflect what needs to be reflected from each other. Or it could be somebody that has like a split personality. You're dealing with a Jekyll and Hyde person. Sometimes this person's cruel or mean, and sometimes they're very loving and merciful. So I don't know, could be dealing with somebody who has a split personality. You also could just be dealing with two different people. Maybe one person you identify as being karmic, one person you identify as being a twin flame. Maybe you're trying to figure out the differences between the two, or who is who. I feel like you're also having some sort of dilemma. You might be at some sort of crossroad and you're trying to make a decision, but viewing the situation objectively before committing to it. Somebody is dealing with temptation as well, or something is coming off as like forbidden fruit. I feel like you also are dealing with soulmate energy. It is a possibility of being with somebody long term because of the karmic backlog. So until lessons are learned, until a debt is repaid, you know, you could feel like stuck. But part of it doesn't feel all, you know, horrible. I feel like there's still good parts to this. But it really depends. It depends. I feel like some parts are good. Some parts of this relationship are going to be fun. And some parts not so much. But it does look like maybe you're trying to avoid temptation. Maybe you feel lured or seduced and you're like, no, I don't want to have these feelings, or I know how I get, I know how I am. And you're trying to keep something under control, but ultimately I feel like whatever it is that you're trying to suppress has to be released. Or this could be the energy of the person that is coming towards you. They can't suppress their feelings too much longer. It's becoming overwhelming. It's too much. So somebody can no longer hide the truth from you. I feel like a relationship is going to be very intense. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out too if somebody is already in a relationship or not. It's possible that they are, which is why one of you is trying to avoid the other. Something kind of feels like you're also going to experience unconditional love, or somebody is showing you what unconditional love is. Ultimately, though, I feel like you're excited and you're happy about how something is unfolding, or you're going to just be happy with the outcome. If you've been needing to know the truth about something or wondering about something for a while, I feel like you finally get your answer, which is also some sort of relief. You could be dealing with a Gemini, another Capricorn, or somebody with Earth placements. Also could be dealing with a Leo. Somebody also does something for attention. Your person might be codependent and need attention all the time. Either way, I feel like you need to set boundaries with this type of energy, because they're always going to push your limits. So be prepared for that. All right, let's see what messages there are for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, you have the Two of Cups, overall energy, Ten of Swords. I almost feel like even if you are coming out of a relationship, you go right into another one. Like this person was waiting for you. I feel like you're also dealing with some sort of changes and having to shed old beliefs. Yeah, I feel like you're about to go under some sort of soul contract or an agreement with somebody. It does seem like you guys are destined or meant to be. It's a soulmate. Now, there's a need to keep peace or balance in a relationship. Something has a tendency to become one-sided. You might find that at some point you're the one sharing more emotions than the other person, or maybe at one point you realize that you're becoming more standoffish or reserved. I feel like there is a need for you guys to balance each other. It could be a situation where you just broke up, met somebody, but then you can't really focus on them because you're still thinking about your ex. It also could be that I'm picking up on your ex's situation. Like the reason why they've pulled away is because they already met someone new, even though you guys just broke up like 2 weeks ago. I feel like something is bringing two people together. It could be that a separation or breakup is bringing two people together. Also, whoever was lurking or keeping tabs on you, hiding, or has some sort of barrier up, I feel like this person doesn't want to do that anymore, and they want you to know that they've been thinking about you, or that they're interested in you. So they're no longer guarded. I do feel that something about your relationship comes with betrayal. If it's not betrayal, it's like you guys come together briefly and then you stop talking. It's like short-lived, or it's just like some sort of stop and go energy. It's possible you could push somebody away because you feel like they're not ready for a relationship. You might be like, you just broke up with that person. Like, you need to make sure that, it's not something temporary. Maybe you guys might want to get back together or work it out. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a rebound. So it's possible you could push somebody away because of that. Or maybe this person is pushing you away because of that. I also feel like there is something secretive about a love connection that you have. It's possible that maybe you're hooking up with your friend's ex or your sibling's ex, something of that sort, because I'm getting some kind of betrayal here, and people trying to be quiet or secretive about who they're involved with. Oh, I'm sorry if y'all hear my stomach growling. I didn't eat breakfast yet. I started early. So yeah, I kind of feel like there's a possibility of somebody's feelings getting hurt because of your love interests, or you guys just end up taking some sort of break. One last thing is that maybe you fall in love with somebody who's at a distance, and you're just in some sort of long distance relationship, and it hurts because you guys can't be together all the time. All right. Let's see what messages there is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Remainder of October 2023. All right, you have the Five of Swords, overall energy, death. Okay, so I feel like you guys could be going through a breakup. If you were in a relationship, it seems like a breakup. I feel like two people aren't talking anymore. I feel like both people are guarded, or just mirroring each other's pettiness in a sense. I just feel like you're guarded. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I still feel like the energy is like guarded. Like you don't trust each other. I feel like there's also some kind of miscommunication. There needs to be communication between the two of you. Somebody might share something with you, but I don't feel like you're going to believe them, or you're still having doubts You don't believe what's being told to you, or maybe they don't believe what you're telling them. I feel like there's distance between parties. Like you guys just aren't communicating well. It's just communication issues. Spiritually, I kind of feel like there's a spirit around somebody, maybe bothering you or trying to get your attention in some way. So pay attention to any unusual paranormal activity. Could be an ancestor trying to protect you, or saying no, like you don't need to be with that person, and blocking you from talking to them. If you're completely single, a relationship could start off on the wrong foot. I don't know what it is, but you guys might start off just feeling like, like not liking what somebody said, or maybe you guys just both have some sort of strong views or strong opinions, and you both just kind of like are disgusted by each other initially. And then it could change. Maybe you start to see their perspective or where they're coming from, and you know, you start considering giving that person a chance. So yeah, if you're single, I feel like the relation just kind of starts off on the wrong foot. But it does seem like ultimately you guys start to try to be open and not so judgmental towards one another. I also feel like someone's shyness could be misinterpreted for meanness. If this is a breakup, I feel that initially after this pettiness, somebody is going to try to, you know, apologize or show that they want to start over, but I don't feel like you're going to accept their apology, or you're not ready to. I feel like you're going to keep your distance with this person. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.